Good afternoon, everyone. Uh-oh, game looks a little wonky. Let's fix that real quick. Shoot, that's what I was worried about. Whoops, not that. We don't want to grab any of that stuff. We want to grab the game capture. Yep, that's what I was worried about. Okay, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Yeah, that looks good. You can see basically all of it. Yeah, this game was a little weird. It doesn't have a windowed option. So that kind of was messing with me. But anyway, welcome. We are going to play some Light Matter. I have never played this game before. Oh, damn it. Did I update my tags? I did not. Let me do that real quick. First playthrough. Done. There we go. I have never played this game before. I picked it up on a whim during like some Steam sale because it looked like a really interesting concept. I don't really know much about it. So we're gonna learn about this game together. All right, we got some alarms going off. I like the way it looks. It looks very cool. That like cell shaded kind of dealio. I dig it. Anything I can interact with? Probably not. I feel like this is one of those games that's gonna have little secrets. All right. Oh, there goes the tram. That is unfortunate for us. What happened here? Can I jump? Oh, I can jump. Okay. So it looks like it was some kind of like opening day celebration. Is there a sprint button? No. Shift is jump. Like spacebar is also jump, but shift is jump. That's weird. Oh, so it was a launch event. Can we climb? Oh, we can climb. Okay. Okay. So no crouch, no sprint. Just jump. I imagine we're not supposed to go down there. Maybe we are? Ooh, that looks shiny. A little gem off in the distance. We can't go through there, so I guess we gotta jump down here. Uh-oh. Oh, hey, there's another person.
There's more of you. Were you a part of the public tour? If so, I have just evacuated your tour guide. Don't follow evacuation orders is truly astounding, but I need you to pay attention. First off, walk through that door. Excellent. You have already exceeded my
Wow, this guy's an
expectations.
asshole. Can we get a drink? No? Okay.
Wait, it's dark in there. You might trip. Let me light your path. The door requires 2 people to reopen. Proceed to my security manager's office.
So, my guess is the dark kills you? Like,
Now I presume you know how buttons work.
shiny.
Impressive. If you continue like this, I might just hire you to mop the floor. Now scurry along, and you will reach the elevator to the exit.
Shift being jump is gonna kill me one of these times. I keep hitting shift to like sprint, and I just end up jumping. I'm gonna die this way.
I know it's difficult not to stare at the scientific wonder that is light matter, but the launch event is over. Don't worry, my facility is sturdy. Get to the elevator.
Ooh, the elevator. That's a lot of buttons.
Excellent. The elevator will take you directly to our outpost. When you get there, journalists will immediately try to put words in your mouth. But stand strong and tell them that Virgil, the CEO of Light Matter Technologies, saved your life and that the side effects are under control. Goodbye.
That's a big ass gem. Oh, we're going back down. Sounds like Virgil shouldn't be fucking with weird experiments. All right.
Can you hear me? It's even on.
Oh, they were mining down here.
Stay away from the shadow. Let me fix this.
All right, so yeah. Shadows are definitely gonna kill us. Or maybe just hurt us slowly. Ah, it won't even let me try. Alright, guess we gotta parkour. Uh-oh. Well, that's not fair, game. Okay, so we instantly melt in the shadows. That's good to know.
Excellent. It's working. So, simple is no longer an option, neither for you nor for me. This was a monumental failure on behalf of my elevator technicians. But don't worry, you will reach the exit of this facility and they will reach the end of their employment. An escape plan is in development. Until then, keep in mind that the shadows can kill you. Think the floor is lava, just with shadows that absorb organic material.
Oh, I see.
all has a purpose. In this room, we wash crystals with over 1,000 bars
What?
of pressure. If it helps your comprehension, you may call it the power shower.
Oh, this moves the bottom one. That moves the top one. Okay, okay. I see now. I see now. That confused me for a second, but now I understand. Yeah, so now we can walk around. You know, I feel like if they knew the shadows were going to kill you, they would have included a flashlight with the press kit. Maybe less wine, more flashlights.
All right now, here's the plan. The elevator dropped you to the center of the mountain, and the only functioning exit is at the top. Follow the green exit signs, and you'll get there. Just do exactly as I say, and you will be fine. If you want to complain about that, well, I can't hear you. Just realize how fortunate you are. You've extended your tour through Light Matter Technologies.
All right. Click.
It's unfortunate that the board voted against installing microphones throughout the facility. Their main concern being ethical ramifications. Good thing we still have cameras.
What? Oh, okay. I see. I see now. Now we turn this one back around and the light will go all the way down. Perfect. Look at us. We got this shit figured out.
Ah, excellent. Do you see that lamp down there? Pick it up.
I don't know that I can make that jump. Then I can't go down there. So I must be able to. Yeah, because there's nothing over there.
Handy, isn't it? Focus groups called it heavy and clunky. I call them...
Oh, we can't jump with it in our
In the
hands.
hands of a capable miner, that lamp turns into one of their finest tools.
We climb up and grab it? No. So we've got to aim, put it down, and then do our jumpy jumps. Beat. Perfect position for us to continue.
Listen, I know that the shadows might look intimidating to you. A deep black obsidian-like tar that will devour you whole. But they're just simple gravity-bound anomalies. A temporary side effect of light matter. You see, all of
Temporary.
mankind's greatest breakthroughs had their kinks, and these kinks are manageable. If they weren't, I wouldn't be here in the facility fixing them.
I wonder how long it's going to be till that guy dies. Like, you just know his own hubris is going to kill him at this point.
You know that I was the first to wander through these caves? Although I came here with my former partner, Arthur, I was the one who discovered the photon crystals. You might have heard that the side effects of those same crystals cost me my leg. Wrong.
Oh, shit.
I conquered a mountain for the first photon crystal. Sheer persistence and willpower cost me my leg. A small price to pay for light matter.
I appreciate the audio cutscenes. Do not stop, they merely continue. Got it. I see what we have to do. This kinda is giving me, oh, what's it called? Oh, I can't remember the name of the game now.
Ah, there it is. Now, since you missed your tour, that giant beam of light you see is light matter. The source of that beam we call the core, a collection of massive photon crystals. It is so powerful that it shakes the very foundation of this facility. I still remember my first successful prototype. The beam seemed so solid, it looked like light had become matter. I built on that, and now look at it. A sustainable and renewable energy source that will save humanity. Yes, the launch today failed, but these shadows will not deter me from bringing light matter into fruition.
What's this button do? Okay. Opens that. But we can't do much with that. Not yet, at least.
Now that I think about it, where were you during the launch event? All guests were taken directly to the tram, so you must have snuck away somehow. What exactly were you doing? Wait, are you a health and safety inspector? The irony that you didn't notice the blaring sounds of flashing lights.
Shoot.
That's the problem with safety procedures. They can never be idiot-proof.
Supposed to do this. I can't grab it from like a distance. This is covered in book. Oh, you know what? Maybe we just need to shine it right. Oh, damn it. I forgot to move the other one. Okay. Well, no, we can't. Yeah, maybe like here and we'll be able to see it. Time to drink water. Okay. I have hydrated. Now that that's moved, let's see what it looks like on this side. Okay. That's technically progress. Oh, wow. That tiny little line killed me. All right.
Inspector, I regret that during the launch event, bankers, investors, and government officials died. But there are things one cannot predict. The shadows devouring people being one of them.
That's all dark. No buttons over there. Move that. That's all dark. It would be so easy if I could jump with these things, but I can't. Oh, I think I understand now. I think I finally get it. Put that there. Grab this. And put that looking down there. Then, yep, we can grab this and move it right over here. Right? No. It's got to go over here. Now we can click that. And head back over here. Man, good thing. Oh, wait. No. Gonna bring this one back first. That's right, you can't jump with it. That was on me. Where'd it checkpoint me? Oh man, the checkpoints are very generous, thank God. I'm gonna move you a little to the side so we can see everything. Okay, now we are good. Now we should be able to just leave. As easy as that.
So, Health and Safety Inspector, let me do your job for you. You see that giant piece of metal moving back and forth? It's a top-grade mineral decontaminator. I installed it as soon as I heard that my employees were losing their hair. Once installed, cellular degradation fell by 37%. For your information, saving humanity puts a lot of stress on my workers, as do my 12-hour workdays. Point is, there are many reasons for hair loss.
I don't know that we need to be over here, because, like, even adjusting that, I mean, I guess we can rotate it. Yeah, that opens it a lot more as long as we time it right. Yeah, easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Excellent. Our time together is almost at an end. There's a bridge right around the corner. Cross it, and you will be on a direct path to Sunshine.
Why don't I believe him?
My security manager, James. Oh yes, he was evacuated as well. I wouldn't dare risk his health and safety.
Okay, so that's where we need to go, but it's not gonna be that simple.
Be careful with my lamps. At Light Matter Technologies, we treat our inanimate objects with respect. Not like those monsters at Aperture Science.
Okay, I see what I need to do now. That on. Then this goes back on here. And then we send it off. I may have miscalculated just a little bit how much darkness this was. I can't make that jump. Okay.
If you're wondering why I built a lab inside a mountain,
One more time.
resilience. It was here before me, and it will be here after me. Just look around you, Inspector. We had an unprecedented event, and this living, breathing monument to science still stands.
Not go any further back. Oh, man. Ugh. That's, I think, as good as I can get it. I have to be as good as it gets.
Before meeting James, don't be too intimidated by his physique. He is the human equivalent of this mountain. Well-built, dependable, and
Come on.
resilient.
I was worried I wasn't going to be able to grab that without dying.
You found a solution. Excellent. You leave, and I'll be able to focus. The bridge collapsed. That's why I don't trust you, inspectors. I built it up to code, to what was legally required of me, yet what good did it do? Let me figure out your options. I really don't have time for this. The new door will be open soon enough.
All right, now we wait.
Inspector. Yes, James, this is Vernon.
While we wait, I'll drink a little.
James, calm down, James. Just punch something. We will find your cat later. Now focus. I need details for a new evacuation route. The inspector didn't make it across the bridge. It collapsed. Must have pushed the button too hard. Yes. I thought so. Plan out the rest of the route and do it faster than last time. Goodbye, James.
God, this guy's a serious
Inspector,
prick.
the door is open. Run along now.
So these go back and forth. Ooh, they do not give you a lot of space to jump. Okay. Got this. Yes. Double yes. All right, we did it. Woo.
All right, Inspector. Your failure to push a button has resulted in a change of plans. You will be taking a detour to another elevator. Now, show some gratitude for the amount of effort I put into keeping you alive. Keep an eye out for James's cat, Lux. James wants to know that he's safe. You see, James can't function properly when he's sad.
I hope the poor kitty cat's okay. Oh, God. I see what I need to do, and I don't like it. Right? Oh. No, because that seems to block too much light. No, maybe this is what we need to do. Yeah, that's not getting any of the floor. Can't jump with it. I mean, we can fall with it, but I don't think falling down there is a good call because we can't make the jump. Oh, I think I figured it out.
Much like you, these machines work at a painfully slow pace. The difference is that they are being
Damn it.
productive.
Had to place it a little bit more forward, but that's definitely what I need to do. Wait for it to go back. All right, there we go. We got this. Now we can put it on top of this thing. Okay. So that covers everything but a small little jump at the end, which is fine. We can deal with that.
Listen, I have a limited amount of patience, and this detour is exhausting it. Light matter demands my attention.
Oh, it's an elevator.
So you'll be on your own for a little while. Just know that I admire your persistence. With everything you've been through, I would hate my life if I were you. Now, you'll survive as long as you stick to the green exit signs. Good luck.
All right, so that's gonna kill us if we stay on it. Let's see, got this. Go to the door. Oh, darn it. We have another. No. All of that's dark. So. How the fuck? Oh, you know what? Got an idea. Well, no, because it's immediate shadows. Oof. What if we maybe put it right there? No, that'll still put us in the shadows. Yeah, that would kill us. Okay. So not that way. I mean, we can put it there, but what good does that do? I don't... Can we stop this, like, partway through? Yeah, no, it just comes back. There's nothing else here. I mean, here's the thing, is I could technically put this here and then ride this all the way down, which is cool and all, but then I still can't get through here because I need it. The light with me. Without the light, that's too dark for any jumps. Hmm. Need to get it over here. But how? What if... And the issue with putting it there is the second it gets close, it becomes death. Is that enough time for us to jump and make the transfer? Oh. Probably not. I don't really have a better idea. Yeah, no, not even close. Okay. Oh, wait a second. I'm a dummy. Well, not the perfect angle, but that's definitely the solution. There we go. Oh, it was so simple. It always is. It always is. Over here.
My name is Ellen, and
Oh.
here are... Okay. First off, I am really proud to be an engineer at Light Matter Technologies. But I don't know what the truth is anymore. People are getting sick left and right. Tape recorders have been banned. And now, until launch, all outside communication is prohibited. Not only that, leave permits are invalid. Virgil and Arthur, the pioneers of science. I can't believe they're doing this. They've been fighting each other for weeks, so I knew something was wrong. But I never thought they would lock down the facility like this. I guess whoever is listening to these tapes, if you're in the facility, please keep them hidden. Just until we can get them away from here. To someone who can help spread the truth. When I find it.
Alright, there's some fucky shit going on. Hmm. And both sides of this have a jump? Yeah, one is just more survivable than the other. Okay. Actually, what if we... No, that's not gonna work. Gotta be back here. Okay. Well, now that it's back here, I'm assuming this is gonna rotate. Yep. Oh, I figured it out. Okay, I know what I need to do now. We've got to put this right here. And then it will always light what we need it to. Perfect. Shit. Okay, I mean, it's the right solution. We just suck at parkour. Oh, but wait, if we go a step further, we now have 2 lanterns. 2 for the price of 1. Doesn't look like there's anything over here. Oh, because it's a ramp. This needs to be further back to illuminate the whole ramp. Ta-da! Now we can go up the ramp, no problem. Nope.
Ellen here.
More dialogue.
I don't know what to do. I was sleeping in the lab when suddenly I felt something on my head. I opened my eyes and Arthur is standing over me in the dark, holding a vial. Before I could do or say anything, he just said, "It's for the better." What? How exactly is pouring liquids into my hair for the better? I wish I'd said that. But there he was. Arthur, the CTO of Light Matter Technologies. The man I spent years working with. The man I am helping to save the world. I could barely recognize him.
It's gonna kill me? No. Okay. Okay, well, we can put this one right there. Now we can come over here and do the same thing. Wait. Oh, sneaky. Okay. I see now. Kind of. Well, hold on, no, because now we can't do the cross section. I'm right, I just need to do it over here. This one needs to face like that. I had the wrong angle. Right idea, wrong angle. That's perfect. That's what we wanted to see.
I can't stop Arthur. Nobody believes a man of that status would poison. I can't stop Arthur. Nobody believes a man of that status would poison people like that. And apparently, losing my hair at the age of 31 isn't proof enough. I need to take more drastic measures.
Man, they're doing fucked up shit.
How did you get all the way over there? Well, impressive. You realized how much of a waste of time you are and took a shortcut. You're much closer to the elevator, so well done, Inspector. Now, you're not supposed to be in that part of the facility, but never mind. You will be taking what you see here to your grave. Don't worry, it's just a standard non-disclosure agreement.
Okay, so those light up little little thingies, but in order to progress further, we gotta light up. Whoa. Oh, I see.
You must have gone through the ventilation chambers. Wait, did you wear a breathing mask? Those chambers are littered with microcrystalline particles. Expected, since they are the lungs of light matter technologies. But instead of focusing on the years of life you've just lost, let's focus on the happy fact that your shortcut saved us a couple of hours.
Hey. Saturday at 8. Okay. Okay. I'll have to check and see if I've got anything going on around that time, but I don't think I do. Wait. Oh fuck, is this Saturday D&D Saturday or is that next Saturday? I'll have to check with my D&D group. But I'll let you know. Also, I feel like I need a third light. Is there not a third light available? Because it can't be timed, because that would kill us there.
Fascinating. You can understand my technology.
There it
Even though
is.
your brain is slowly decaying from crystalline particle poisoning.
Oh, I'll let you know long before then.
Inspector, I admire competence, and you've shown something.
I'll hit up my the DM tomorrow.
The panels that you've lit up to power machinery, those are the photon power cells. You see, my former partner Arthur designed this part of the facility, and When he did, he used primitive copper for wiring. Once I increased the voltage, it melted. So I bypassed that idiocy by retrofitting doors, lifts, etc. with photon power cells. Those power cells function as both energy converters and switches. Clever, but you'll realize their true purpose once light matter makes its way into the world.
Oh god, this is like a 3-stage elevator. It just keeps going up. Is there another level? No, okay. We have this one, which opens that. We need to go down another level first, though. Yep. And now we don't need that door open anymore. All the lamps. Infinite lampage.
You know, when Arthur's wiring overloaded, I was fortunate enough to get stuck in an elevator with my engineers. But I make the most out of bad situations.
Enjoy.
We had an hour-long conversation, much like this one. I talked and they listened.
Alright, that puzzle wasn't too bad.
Let me enlighten you. To invent, you need a good imagination and a pile of junk. Conventional solar cells were a pile of junk until I got my hands on them. I improved upon them using photon crystals and created photoelectric cells that were actually efficient. Of course, when I succeeded, a cabal of my competitors, journalists, and windmill enthusiasts formed to try to undermine my achievements. Why did I expect any different? Competing with me is like an ant competing with a boot. Overwhelming.
Man, these either range for... Oh. Never mind. I was gonna say, these either range from really easy to weirdly hard. But then this one threw me for a loop. Okay, okay. I think I know. I figured it out. Am very smart, Android.
Impressive. You're the smartest inspector I've ever met. A low bar, sure, but a bar nonetheless. Oh, hold on.
Okay, and that goes straight to there.
What an interesting phone call. My security manager, James, just got a hold of our government contacts. They told him that we were not scheduled for an inspection today. And since you are not on the guest list, James doesn't know who you are. But I do. It's obvious. You're a journalist. It fits. Your kind always go to such extremes for your stories. I would like to remind you
Oh
that
my
the freedom of
god.
the press does not extend to trespassing. We'll have a talk once you get out.
Okay. Now I can... Yoink. And we need one more light source. Shit. It's not gonna cover any of the floor, is it? No. The machine's in the way. Damn. Hmm.
A journalist. I've had my fair share of experience with your kind. Always trying to make me show a sign of weakness. So let this be a reminder. I have none.
Okay, we need to get the other one over now. Which wouldn't be too hard if it weren't for all the other bullshit. I don't think there's any way we can hit the solar panel on that side. I mean, we could hit it with this, but it doesn't really... Like, yeah, it'll move the platform, but what good is that gonna do us? Hmm. There's no angle from over here. At least not directly. And I hate to say that I am stumped. This one is throwing me for a loop. Yeah, and the door closed, so we can't head back.
Tell me, what sort of publication do you work for, journalist? Science? I doubt that. You have solved problems, but wandering through a room is not science.
Like... We could move it back. But obviously that wouldn't solve anything. Let's see. Whoops. Be a little more careful there. Is there any way to hit both? resistors if we go back far enough. No, it's just a little off. Oof.
Surprise attack.
What?
Surprise attack.
Oh, shit. Hey.
Hello. I see you're playing not Portal.
Not Portal. Yeah, basically.
I just had dinner.
Nice. What'd you eat?
I had country fried chicken
Hey, that's pretty good.
and applesauce.
That's pretty good. I had sushi.
I don't think there's any good sushi restaurants here, which makes me sad.
You gotta come visit.
No, but that I don't know. That costs money. That costs money I don't have.
This is true. Yeah, no, this is like light Portal. You touch the shadows, you die.
Oh. So, I mean that's still pretty Portal. You know.
Yeah, it's definitely got like that theme, and like almost every room exits with like a green exit sign, like you can see up here. I'm just trying to figure out how to get this lamp over here, because you can't jump when you're holding lamps.
Can you throw the lamp?
No, I've got to use this platform somehow, so when a light's shining on that blue ring, it moves the platform,
As a journalist, how would you describe your process right
which
now?
is cool.
Methodical?
Also, this game recorded way too much dialogue. But then I gotta open the door with this one. So I can grab it. That means I can't activate that one. It's like, this would have to be on the platform first. Have to go there. And basically everything else would have to be done with the other lamp. That's already over here. But the second I move that away, I mean, there's no way to get the light in there.
For the record, I really enjoy seeing a door being slammed in your face.
Are there mirrors in this game, perchance?
Not yet. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, where did it load me? Back to...
You got sent to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, that's basically what happens when you touch the shadow. But yeah, so that's what I've been stuck on. That would eventually wear off and it'll come back. And it'll reactivate
While it's on the
itself.
platform, can you be on the platform with it and just like slowly turning it?
No, because you can see the second the platform crosses into this room, it gets all black and gunky and it'll kill me.
Is there a way to have the thing hitting that opens the door also be illuminating the room?
No, so it doesn't illuminate the first like 5 feet of it. So I can't stand like right here. So it
Not
doesn't
a very good light bulb.
quite work like that. Wait a second. Wait a second. I think I know. Aha! Yes! But yeah, so basically some scientist developed some crazy shit to get infinite power from lamps. And with it
As you
became
do.
dark, shadowy void death.
Since
Yeah,
you're a
that seems
journalist,
reasonable.
Yep.
You must be here to investigate the merits of Arthur's accusations. Yes, I read the papers. I like to keep myself misinformed. Do you know what makes his lies so convincing? The small amount of truth he uses.
I feel like there's almost certainly going to be like a climax of this game where like the power starts turning off or something like that.
Oh, 100%.
But they solved all of that with the mineral decontaminators. do? He poisoned our employees, exaggerating those side effects in his crusade to destroy me. Jealousy can be so ugly. It can be so all-consuming. It consumed our partnership, it consumed our friendship, and it almost destroyed this entire facility.
That's a cool story you're telling me, bud. Let me get the fuck out. There a button in here? No, of course not. That would be too easy.
So what exactly is this place aside from light spooky?
This was the research facility. And yeah, we were, I don't know why we were here. It never established our motive. We very well might be a journalist. I have no fucking idea. The game has not explained that part yet of why the fuck we're here.
Arthur's poison project severely damaged morale.
Maybe it
Employees
won't.
weren't just losing
Maybe
their
it's just
hair,
like, look,
they were losing
this
their
is
identity.
this is a
So
portally
besides installing
science
the
game. Just
decontaminators,
accept that you're
I
here for
ordered
it.
a container
Basically.
full of wigs. It was a success. Everyone started using them, except me. I don't try to cover up facts.
That. Oh. Okay, I see now. So now we can bring this inside because of that light. We can point it here. But yeah, so basically the game explains nothing.
Yeah, par for the course, really.
Yep. But yeah, you basically wake up and the facility's breaking the fuck down.
Do you at least have a friendly lesbian computer robot to snark at you?
Not yet. There is a possible lesbian worker that you're reading logs from.
Do you know how I lost my leg? Before
So
the
not
facility,
quite the same.
Arthur and I were climbing this mountain as it started
Yeah,
shifting around us.
I've
The
gotta
quakes
say, I've
mangled
never
my
been a
leg
fan of
beyond
the
recognition,
random documents and
and that
audio
coward
logs
left me
that's
there to
in so many
die.
games nowadays. It's like,
But
I
I
don't
went
care
deeper
about
into
these
the
people.
mountain.
They're dead.
Came back with a photon crystal. And that
They're not
pure
interesting
article.
enough. Like, sometimes it's somewhat interesting. Like, I liked some of them in Halo ODST,
Mm-hmm.
but most of the time it's just like, I don't care about this person. Go away. Shoo. Like, they did that sometimes with, like, the newer Star Wars game that's totally not a Dark Soldier buff.
Oh god, I forgot that game existed.
It's pretty fun. The writing is trash, but other than that, it's pretty fun.
To be fair, what do you really expect from a game like that?
Yeah, I mean, you don't really go into Star Wars thinking, oh man, it's gonna be a great epic saga. You go into it thinking, haha, lightsaber go pshoom.
Right?
Yeah. Though the characters in Star Wars never seem to get that message. They take their ridiculous concepts very seriously.
It's not gonna work. Yeah, the only Star Wars game I've played in recent time was Squadrons. And that's because Flight Stick.
My dad had a flight stick for the computer way back when, you had to have, like, not just USB for keyboards, but there was, like, a special plug you had to plug in mouse and keyboard with. He had a flight stick that worked with that.
Mmm.
It was
You know,
freaking
when
ancient.
Arthur started
And
working
I
against
wanted
me,
to,
I
like, find
needed
it the other day
loyalty.
just to see if I could get it to
found
work with my
that in
computer, but
James,
I'm pretty
a
sure that
miner
was
who crawled his
thrown
way up
away,
the
like,
food chain.
15
Not
years
the
ago.
brightest,
Yeah.
dedicated.
No, that's
Let his
fair.
title as security manager distract you from his role as my
I wanted to
right-hand
get it because I'm
man.
just like, well, an arcade stick for playing video games, those are really expensive. But a flight stick, I wonder if I could like kind of rejigger it to work as a arcade stick. The answer was
Probably if you found one.
yeah.
Ooh.
I could just imagine, like, even if I had a port on my computer for it, plug it in, be like, yeah, I don't have drivers coded in analog. Like, what the hell is this thing?
Yeah. That's a tricky situation.
Oh, hello, Elsie. Yes, I'm here now.
I can't get there. Now this door will stay open. I do this. How does that benefit me? I don't think it does. Okay. What if I do this? Hold on. This in here. Yeah, that's right. Shadows. I walked right into that one.
Oh, yeah. You're like the stream itself is like a good 5 seconds behind, so it's like, oh man, I walked into shadows, and I'm just like, did you? Did you? Oh, there we go. Now you're dead. I need to time all my helpful suggestions for 5 seconds into the future.
Now if I take that out, it closes the door.
Are you aware that astronauts are on the verge of going extinct?
Don't give a fuck,
Yes,
dude.
And soon, homeless people too. You see, some scientists are completely unhinged when it comes to testing on human beings. I don't like to point fingers, but if you should investigate anybody...
I don't think I can make that jump.
Astronauts are going extinct just makes me
When I
think
try to
again
push
of
science
Portal 2,
forward,
where it starts
he
out
tries
with
to
like,
push
hey,
science
you're
in front of a
you're an
speeding train.
astronaut or like
Then
an
I should
Olympic
go
gold
back to
medalist or
selling
whatever.
shower
Welcome to
curtains.
Aperture Science. We're glad to have you here. And then it goes into, hey, homeless person we found off the street, get $20 when you finish the test.
Yeah. I mean, they've... fuck you, little fucking safety rail. They've already made one reference to Aperture Science, so... They're not shameless about what they're basically copying.
Yeah. Does light have anything to do with the big crack in the wall?
No. There's little cracks everywhere.
Well, yeah, but that crack's pretty big. Like, light could go through it. Or is that just...
No, I'm pretty sure it's just set pieces.
Uh-huh. That's no fun.
And it closes the door. So I was originally going to play Minoria on the hardest difficulty until I looked and I realized... Fuck you, game. Until I looked and I realized there's no actual achievement for doing that. I hit it from like a weird angle. No.
I'm not sure what Minoria is.
It's a really good Metroidvania.
Speaking of Metroidvanias, did you see the Direct yesterday?
No, but I just looked at the games afterwards.
One of the things that was announced was there was a free update for Metroid Dread where it added an easy baby difficulty mode for
saw
people
that.
who can't play the game, and it also added a you die in one hit mode. And one of my friends on Twitter, God bless her, she's fucking insane. She posted like 3 hours after the Direct, "Hey, I beat it," and it's just like, how?
God.
I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna do it again, and I'm like, why do you do this to yourself?
Yeah, I haven't even beat Metroid Dread yet, to be honest with you.
Such a good game, though.
I'm sure it is. I just got distracted with other games and haven't picked it back up.
Yeah, that was, I because I wanted all of the ending art, I specifically went and like learned some speedrun strats so I could get under the sub 4 hour mark. And I'm really sad because like the first time I was so close, it was like 4 hours and like 10 seconds. And those 10 seconds were part of an ending credits cutscene, and there was no way I could trim off that amount of time.
Oh my god.
I had to do the whole route again.
Did you need to trim off that much time?
Yeah, you need to be under 4 hours to get all the ending art. You need to be under 8 hours for the normal stuff, and under 4 hours for the other stuff, and you need to do under 4 hours on hard for the other stuff. But once you've played the game enough, hard mode is not as hard as it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because once you learn the game's mechanics, you can just kind of run through and destroy everything.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I learned specifically like speedrunny sequence breaks for that, just not because they really save time, but because they let me get power-ups earlier, which made like going to other places easier
Damn
when
it.
I got there.
Could not make the jump. But no, that makes a lot of sense. I'll see redeemed hydrate, only I'm basically out of water. I'll take this last sip.
I mean, I've been sipping on some lemonade.
Careful
You
of
don't
those
gotta tell me to
pipes.
hydrate. I
Do
like
not have
lemonade.
the physique of a plumber.
Can't target that.
Today was fun. I got to help cut down a tree.
Oh?
Yeah, we had a like mostly dead tree in our backyard that we
I think
needed
I can
the
make
space
this jump.
for.
Mhm.
So my dad is just like, "Oh, we're gonna cut down the tree," and I'm like, "I'm sleeping." And I came out when he was like halfway done, and I'm like, "I'm here to help now, but do you want me to make breakfast first?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll make breakfast." I'm like, "Cool, I don't have to work yet. I can make breakfast." Yeah. I salvaged one of the longer branches, and I'm currently making like a staff out of it just because I wanted to.
Heck yeah. Hmm.
Also, back the direct you did not watch.
Fuck.
You may have noticed me frantically posting yesterday. Xenoblade 3 has been announced, and I'm very excited for it.
I absolutely saw you get excited about it, and I am excited that you are excited.
You should have seen me yelling about it in the Discord with some people. I was just like, here, let me see if I can find it. I'll frickin' where is there? Okay. Okay, I'm sending you what my immediate reaction over Discord.
Take a look. Oh, that sounds about right.
Yeah. And for people in the chat who cannot see it, I will post a link.
There you go. It's gonna hide it.
Yeah, I had that on like my Nintendo Direct bingo. I put, Xenoblade 3 with, a Morag, my wife, Borat voice on there because I'm just like, oh man, that would be great. Not gonna happen though, but I just put it on there for like my one, like pie in the sky hopes, and they're just like, hey, guess what, Xenoblade 3, and I'm just like losing my shit.
For good reason. I mean, I wish I could be excited, but
You could join me in my excitement. Play Xenoblade 2.
well, see, I might if it wasn't for the fact that Welsie, who knows my taste in games better than anyone else, was like, you would hate Xenoblade.
Why?
I don't know why. That's just what I've been told.
Well, see, why do you think she would hate Xenoblade? It's such a good game.
We shall now wait for her response.
Oh, the auto attacks are not bad. Like, that's just makes it more like rhythm gamey.
All of
You're
that
not a
spinning
fan of
reminds
anime
me of
games. Oh
Arthur's
my god.
stories.
I mean, I think that's a lie. I'm just not a fucking fan of turn-based games.
It's not turn-based.
I know it's not turn-based. That's why there's not a ton of JRPGs I like, because a lot of them are turn-based.
Mm.
Yes.
See, this is why, in my opinion, every game should have demos. Demos should be they shouldn't be like a rare thing.
I want you.
Every game should have like the first hour or so of gameplay, just like, hey, you can just play this for free, that you know that you want to get it. Because like most games that have a demo, if I play the demo and I like it, I will buy the game, even if it's like a full price.
Yeah. No, I agree. Demos are fucking top-notch. Closes. I am losing my mind.
See, like, the newest Monster Hunter Stories game that came out last year, I think.
Yeah, I was watching you play it.
I played that just because like it had a demo, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll try it. And I'm like, oh my god, this demo's really good. Oh my god, this demo is like 4 hours long, and you can just fuck around at the end, and you could do all this stuff, and like the game is fun. Sure, I'll buy it.
No demo is better than the... Oh god, what was the name of the game?
Unbeatable.
No. Unbeatable had a really good demo. But, But no, back in the Xbox 360 days. This might have been before your time.
Xbox 360 was my first big console.
Okay. Anyway, there was a...
I'm older than you, actually. I think I'm like half a year older than you.
You, I think, are half a year older than me, but I'm still gonna call you younger than me because it's funny.
What was this Xboxy game?
Hold on, I think I figured it out. No, I did not. It was a driving game with like a focus on destruction, and it was made by like Disney or something. I can't remember the name of it. I wish I did, because I've logged probably 25 hours into it at the time. The demo.
Oh, wow.
Because the demo had online matchmaking. There was no time limit. It was just 2 stages of the game. No, it wasn't Carmageddon.
And if you hadn't said made by Disney and you said like driving based game with lots of destruction, my first thought would have been Crackdown.
Nope. No, this was like only driving, and the game did not sell well. They made one, and then that was it. You know what? I'm getting kind of sick of this game. I can't figure it out.
Yeah. Also, well, see, my hot take with Xenoblade is that I think 2 is better than 1, which a lot of people in the Xenoblade community, they lambast me for this take because they are unenlightened and do not know the glory of the anime boob.
Mm.
They see an anime style character and they just go, "Oh, this game is cringy and shit." And I go, "No, she's cute. Shut up."
Booba does pay a high price.
No, the English voice acting is great. I wholly disagree with people who don't like it. It's perfect.
Holy shit, I did it!
Oh, good job.
Oh, thank God. I fucking made the jump. Please respawn me on the outside.
I
Oh,
like
God damn it.
the
Gotta make the
English
jump.
voice acting in Xenoblade. It's like different flavors of British. I like that Mora Glaher is, you know, the world's angriest, most Scottish lesbian. You know, it's perfect.
Husband?
Yeah, she basically is. She's basically like dating her blade, sort of. They're married almost.
Oh, okay. I mean, I would date my blade if it was really cute. So I get
She's
that.
Welsh. She's Welsh and it's cute. It's cute voice acting.
I'm gonna have to be the judge of this later. I know I'll walk out there and Wellesley will be like, look at how wrong Waffles was. Listen to this clip.
You know, I'll link you a better clip.
Yeah, I think I'm done with this game.
Okay. Here, I'm posting it in Twitch chat. Good example of cute Welsh voices. You have to do the English voice actors, they're better.
All right, well, I'm listening to it now. Y'all be able to hear it on stream.
Listen, Pam. I'm sorry, but we really don't have time to play with you today.
He's so fucking Welsh.
What's this? Were you so frightened by our power that you wet yourself, furry ears?
Did I what? You've got a lot of nerve, you one-eyed monster.
Nia, you do know one-eyed monster usually means...
Huh? Means what?
It's, Mithra, why are you blushing?
Shut up.
Okay, that's such bad voice acting.
It's not cute.
Like,
It's good.
okay, let me elaborate. The voice actors aren't bad. Like, her voice isn't bad. It is a cute voice. But I could not watch the game like that. I could not play the game like that. I would have to play it in Japanese.
The English voices are charming.
No.
They're charming and they add character.
I think I would end up playing it in Japanese.
I scoff at both of you and your bad taste.
Anyway, time to change the game.
You played Fire Emblem in Japanese too, didn't you?
Ooh, I don't know the answer to that if Wellesley did or not. I'm usually the kind of person who switches it to whatever the native language is anytime I play a game.
For me, it depends. I used to switch Japanese a lot, but then like they've gotten a lot better with voice acting recently, and also sometimes the English voice actors are better. You know, like specifically if you play the original Nier in anything but English, you're not playing the original Nier because it adds so much more when in English.
Oh?
Yeah, Kaine is just, you know, like kind of rude in Japanese. She's swears like a goddamn motherfucker in English all the time.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I've never played the original one, so
So we'll see. I I agree that it's not the best Fire Emblem, but also I put like 300 hours into Three Houses easily because I loved all the characters so much. There are other Fire Emblems I like more for their story, but character-wise, I love everyone in Three Houses very much.
yeah, I couldn't get into Fire Emblem.
I have a weird thing about Radiant Dawn. I really love Path of Radiance, the first one. Radiant Dawn, for whatever reason, like around Act 4 or so, the gameplay starts to become a little bit tedious, even though I love the story. I kind of want. I was hoping the direct they were going to announce like a Radiant Dawn and Path of Radiance combined like
Like,
remake game because I've heard rumors that they're working on that.
that'd be neat.
I like a lot because it is Radiant Dawn is really good just because it like the first game is a bit more stereotypical Fire Emblem, you know, like evil king doing war and stuff. And the Radiant Dawn is more like, hey, like you know how you went and defeated the evil king? Here's like the societal implications of that because the people who lived there, they weren't evil. Their king was though, and the people you allied with, you know, like they were a good ally, but they're kind of shitty because they did go and conquer this country. But you know, they were maybe right to do it because the country was conquering them in the first place, and it's very interesting.
Also, well, see, I'll say it before and I'll say it again. Buy a Wii, and I will make sure Radiant Dawn is installed on it through Magic.
That's how I played Radiant Dawn. Although when
I did
when
not try. You never bought a Wii.
the there first of all, you can't get a ROM because it was on disc, but you can find an ISO on certain websites, and it's very easy. I found it in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think I ever tried searching for a ROM for that because we needed the Wii first. Because you can't
I mean,
emulate... Not on her rig.
Oh yeah, that's true.
She's got a Mac.
Also, for some reason, when I did Magic on my Wii, I may have slightly fucked it up when I did so, and I'm not sure how. It works now, but if I don't turn it on in a specific way, it like hard locks, and I have to literally unplug it to turn it off. And like I can't directly boot into the homebrew menu. I have to like go into the Wii menu and then homebrew, or else it like hard locks, and it's like I don't know why it does this. It just I might have installed it wrong, but it works.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if it works.
Yeah. Oh, you use a Mac. I'm so sorry for you. I won't make fun of you, but I will pity you.
Poor Welsie.
Although Macs, they do have one advantage over Windows PC, which is that for whatever reason, the Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness randomizer that someone made, it literally only works on Mac computers, and they never bothered to port it to Windows, which
That
drives me insane.
is
because
so weirdly specific.
yeah, and it's like, why does this only work on Mac? What the fuck? Like, you can't randomize the game because they're GameCube games and they're a pain in the ass. And it's like I want to. I know it's theoretically possible, but I can't.
Yeesh.
Also, the tool the person made for it in Mac, it looks like, you know, a shitty early 2000s HTML website.
Oh,
Dang
so it quality.
Yeah, it's I don't know how they made it, but it looks janky and it only works on Mac, but it works and it doesn't work on Windows, and it's like why this?
It's just to spite you.
Pretty much, yeah. Because again, I could play XD a whole bunch of times, but I really want them to just like change the Pokemon I can get. Because I really like the XD and Gale of Darkness where you're limited by you can only have these Pokemon make a team from this. Because
Mm-hmm.
it gets people to do things like use Dunsparce of all things. You know, like I'm trying to think of other weird Pokemon that it has. Like it has Quagsire, but Quagsire's almost a fan favorite. Um, I think Victory Bell is one of them where it's like if you want a grass type, you may as well go with Victory Bell. And it's like you never use Victory Bell because there are better grass types. Oh yeah, Dunsparce is great. It needs some help in like the more modern generations, but when it's you don't have very many options in the first place, having something that just comes with serene grace and a somewhat decent moveset and not terrible stats, like it can work for you because it's a double battles game, so you don't have to have the most optimal Pokemon. You just have to know how to do strategy.
Look, I pick my Pokemon based on cuteness and cuteness only.
Yeah, that works. But again, like in those games, well, you might not have very many cute choices. You'll be like
Yeah.
you'll have a Flaffy, but you know other stuff it might not be as cute, and you just have to go with it. Also, I really wish that they made a sequel to that, just because it breaks my heart to play the Ore games and see Togepi and be like, oh, Togekiss is such a good Pokemon. Oh wait, Togekiss doesn't exist yet. This is Gen 3. Oh,
Rip.
it only evolves into Togetic.
That is a shame.
Also, if you keep it, the guy who gave it to you kind of like guilt trips you about it because it was his Pokemon, and he did. When he gave it to you, he did ask for it back eventually.
Yeah, I'll give it back to you eventually when I die.
Oh, like you have to like purify it from Shadow Pokemon, and if you give him back the Togepi, he'll be like, okay, cool. Here's an Elekid with like some rare egg moves and shit, which is useful.
Hmm.
If you evolve it into a Togetic, he gets all sad because like he wanted to do that or whatever. But if you give it back to him, like he'll just give you a regular Elekid without those egg moves. But if you just don't give it back to him, he's just like, but that's mine. I asked you to borrow it because I don't know how to do Pokemon battles, and I needed you to purify it. But like that's my Togepi. That's my little baby Pokemon. And you can just keep it and be an asshole.
I appreciate games that let you pick the asshole route.
I mean, I like when it's an option, but I can never do it
Yeah.
because it has to be very specific circumstances. Like I was playing Earthbound yesterday because that was one of the games they added to the SNES library on the Switch, and I've played a little bit before on my 3DS, which
I saw
also
you
has.
absolutely cheesing the fuck out of some glitch.
Yeah, you get the Soundstone early on, which can't ever be removed from your inventory, and it's just a key item that does fuck all.
Hmm.
So, if you fill up your inventory with cookies, then when you try to give it to you, the character's like, "Oh, your inventory's full. Here, give it to your sister." And as long as you don't go and talk to her, she'll never give you the item, and you just have a free inventory slot in that game, where inventory slots are at a premium
Got it.
because there's no key items menu. You just have an inventory.
Mm-hmm. This makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, like in that game, I was playing it last night, and there's one guy where you talk to him, and he's like, "Oh hey, I stayed up all tonight. I made a bunch of cookies. I like frosted them for Tony's birthday party tomorrow. Isn't it great?" And if you can open one of the boxes and take a cookie, and you just like, "What the fuck's wrong with you? Like you're a terrible person." And I rewound the game because I'm like, I just want to know what was in the boxes. I'm sorry.
Can't believe
know.
you would go steal cookies.
You can't even give it back to him because it just goes into your inventory. And I'm just like, I don't actually want this. It's a terrible healing item. You can keep it.
That's amazing. Yeah, I'm so excited to I don't know if I explained I'm cleaning a train station. What do you think I'm doing? Well, see, what does it look like? I don't know if I told you, Waffles, but I ordered a fuck, what's it called? Why do words leave my head when I try and say them?
You know, magic.
It's definitely magic. Let's see here. Nope, that's the wrong email. Game Shell, that's it. I ordered a Game Shell kit, and I am so ready to load so many ROMs on that motherfucker.
What exactly is Game Shell? Is that just like a dedicated emulator PC?
It's a handheld, so it kind of looks like a GBA.
Ah, I just modded my 3DS to do that.
That's fair. Yeah, no, I like this because it's a little like DIY kit, and I like those. But yeah, lots of ROMs.
My trouble with like when I modded my 3DS, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna use this for playing so many games. And like the first game I replayed, it wasn't like a downloaded game or anything. I just put in my Majora's Mask cartridge and added a fan patch to it that fixes a lot of the bullshit. Like, so I was just it was a game I have. I was just changing it to make it better.
Yep, just modding it.
Yeah. Because when they did a 3DS re-release of Majora's Mask, they added a bunch of random fucking shit that just actively degrades the experience.
Did they really?
Yeah, like for one, all of the bosses are now eyeball bosses.
Huh.
Like there's one boss, it's a giant fish, and you just in the regular game you just stab it because it's a big fish. In the remake, they're just like, okay, you need to do this part where you like make it hit the wall a bunch until it like gets stunned, and then it will all over, and then a gigantic eye will grow out of its back, and you can stab that. Or like you race Goat, which is literally the name of one of the bosses, Goat, and it's shaped like a goat.
Yeah.
And like in the original game, you can just charge at it with Goron roll and like make it into a racing thing. In the remake, they're just like, no, you can do that, or you can shoot it with arrows, but then you have to turn back into Link and hit it with your sword a bunch because the eye pops out of its back, and it's like, no, that's stupid. Why did you make everything an eye boss? And it's like that, among a couple other things, is stuff the patch fixes.
Someone on the dev team really liked eyes.
It was probably more like, oh, well, we need to make this a Zelda game. We need to make this more Zelda gamey. Zelda game bosses have eyeballs, and it's like, no, they don't need that.
Yeesh.
Actually, another thing in the patch notes kind of funny is you can use in the original game you can just use ice arrows and shoot the water to make platforms. And in the remake they changed it so that only certain spots will work with the ice arrows because they don't want you to get lost. And they also added like little sparkling effects above the water to be like, hey, use ice arrows here. And one of the patch notes is, I have removed the sparkling water effects so as to not insult the player's intelligence. Like you get ice arrows in the water dungeon. What do you think you're supposed to do with them, genius?
Ugh. Always gonna be so many fan-made mods. I love it.
What's slightly annoying is I was also playing Ocarina of Time, and there is no equivalent fan patch for that because they're like, yeah, they didn't change that much, so it's basically fine. And I'm like, yeah, but there was a lot of quality of life they could have done that you could have patched in. Like, a Majora's Mask, your bottom screen is basically always the map,
Yeah.
and on Ocarina of Time, it's just like nothing. It's like you can press a button to open a menu on it, but the map is like a little tiny thing on the corner of the top screen. It's like just put the map on the bottom. Just put it down there. Just put it on the big screen for maps. Where maps go.
Right? Like, that's the one good thing about 3DS is you got map space.
Yeah. You have 2 screens. You have a bunch of real estate. Use it. Also, another thing they did. Some games like Fire Emblem, Shadows of Valentia. Actually, no, it didn't. That one didn't require it. The Xenoblade 1 version for the 3DS, it was like, hey, this works on new 3DS. It'll boot, and like you couldn't play it on old 3DSs. You can only do it on like the newer version. But because they didn't want people who had like the older 3DS to feel left out with some of the stuff, there's a lot of games which run better on new 3DS, like if you turn on new 3DS mode, which they don't.
Oh.
Like it has a higher clock speed and other stuff, which makes the games run a whole lot smoother. But because they didn't want people to like feel bad for just having a base 3DS, it doesn't utilize them unless you specifically like unless the game has code to tell it to do so.
Yeah.
And homebrewing your 3DS can be like, no, turn that on for all games, so that they can run at like really nice frame rates and stuff.
Yeah, get the most out of them.
Like I was playing Shadows of Valencia, which another game I have on cart. I was playing it and I'm like, wow, this looks really smooth. Like I don't remember being this smooth, and I checked. I'm like, oh, that's because my system has set it to run at new 3DS speed as opposed to basic 3DS speed. So like all the animations and stuff loaded much more smoothly. Which, by the way, speaking of Fire Emblem games, I like Shadows of Valencia a lot. That's another really good one.
I don't know anything about Fire Emblem games. Other than, well, see, didn't like
basically
Three
all-
Houses.
They're basically all the same game, essentially, but it's fun. There was an Unraveled back when Polygon was still doing Unraveled that it starts off like it's one where I agree with the beginning of it because it is actually like making sense of the Fire Emblem games, where it's like, hey, yeah, this character is this archetype or whatever, and that's kind of similar to like how they used to do it in Italian operas, and then it just becomes more of a joke, and it's like, no, at the beginning of the video that was correct. That's what they're doing, and it's like a good thing. If it wasn't by Polygon, if it wasn't supposed to be like jokey and stuff, like it could have been. It's like that's what the games are. They're supposed to be like, you have a bunch of characters that you can just identify at a glance what archetype they really slot into, so you can just get in on the story like immediately. Like there'll
Makes
just be
sense.
one character who's like the older mentor figure who like either might like die early on, or they become like your dad figure later on or whatever. Like they're just like, you just look at them and go, oh, that's like the experienced mentor character that I can use in combat if I'm like about to die because I'm like I fucked myself over, but I shouldn't use them because they're already experienced and I want my new units to get more experience and stuff. And like story-wise, they do mentor stuff. So you can just look at them and just immediately know, okay, that's what their archetype they are. You don't have to like establish that because like there's a lot of character tropes they reuse, but with new characters.
Makes sense.
Also, Wellesley, you should definitely find a air quotes legal copy of Shadows of Valencia because it's very good. It's the one Fire Emblem game it's really weird, but in a good way. Um, it's I've compared it to like it's kind of like a remake of Pokemon Red if for whatever reason they kept some of the more janky stuff from Pokemon Red, like not having a physical special split and like typings being weird, but they added a bunch of modern features to it.
Can you
So,
even
like,
fit? What is
so,
the
like-
point of being able to recycle you if you don't fit in the bin?
So like for example, you know, most like everyone uses the attack stat, be it for like magic or swords, and like that's just you have this much attack or whatever. So if you reclass your mage into a swordsman, she'll just kill everything forever. Or you can just keep her as a mage because she'll kill everything forever. She's fucking Delphia and God trembles before her. Delphia is one of my favorite Fire Emblem characters because she is tiny and adorable, and she can. This is a game, again, because they're keeping some of the weird janky decisions from like the original, but also having like more modern touches. Basically nobody in that game ever gets a resistance stat. There's like, you know, you have 40% chance to like raise attack or like 50% to raise defense for certain characters. Every single character in that game, barring a couple mages, has a resistance stat growth of like 1%. They are never going to get any points in resistance, which is what magic calculates defense on. And this includes the enemies. So Delphia, a tiny murder mage who can cast the most powerful spells in the game, just destroys everybody forever.
Nice.
She's also somewhat terrifying because it's the only Fire Emblem game, I think, barring like DLC classes, where she gets access to a teleport spell that can just teleport her, not another character. Like some of the other games, they have, you know, warp spells where you can warp another character somewhere else. She just has the ability to teleport across the map wherever the fuck she wants. And it's so broken. I love her.
I mean, hey, why not? I can't change the floor. Can I fix the roof? Nope.
It's also kind of funny because it's a Fire Emblem game, so the gods are real and dragons and people worship them, and you do fight them at some point. And it's funny. One of her battle quotes is, "Who do you bow down to now?" So she's basically being like, "Yeah, you worship the god of power or whatever. Fuck you. I'm more powerful than you. Worship me, assholes."
I like the cockiness.
She's great.
Fucking love cocky characters.
It is a tie between her and Lysithea for my favorite of the tiny murder mages, which is it's my favorite Fire Emblem archetype. I just got cold.
I suggest lots and lots of blankets.
But they're over there. And my headphones are attached to the computer. I don't want to get up.
That's a mood. It's ugly.
Yeah. Well, see, Shadows of Valencia is also, it's kind of like proto Three Houses in that it's a lot more cinematic I not say cinematic, but like there's a lot more actual like cutscenes, and everyone gets voice acting, and it's very good voice acting.
I feel like the way you said that good voice acting is rare in those games.
Well, you know, it's one of the games where it's like, you know, I'm trying to like Radiant Dawn or Path of Radiance, you know, whenever Ike opens his mouth, you're just like, that's not the voice Ike has in my brain. Like that sounds wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone in Shadows of Valentia has really good voice acting. And one thing that I find really cool is on actually this is kind of spoilers, so I don't want to say it because it's a really cool moment.
I mean, you're talking about a 10-year-old game?
Yeah, but she said she hasn't played it.
I guess that's fair. That's fair. For a second, I thought you were talking about the stream chat, and I was like, no one in chat's gonna care. But no, that's fair. She probably would.
Yeah, that's I do agree with that. Like a lot of games where it's like, oh, they should have voice acting for this. Why did desktop like text boxes like Legends Arceus people? That was one of the things like, oh, it's weird they didn't have voice acting. And it's like, it doesn't really need voice acting. It has a text box, it's fine. But in Fire Emblem, it's just one of those where a lot of the characters they give so much personality and life to the characters where it's like, okay, yeah, they didn't need voice acting, but they went above and beyond and it sounds good.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure the main character in that game, Alm, I'm pretty sure his English voice actor is the same guy who did 9S in Nier Automata.
See, I didn't care for 9S's English VAs. I played that game mostly in
He gets a little bit better direction in that because he's not supposed to be tiny child
yeah.
who's having a mental breakdown. What? You didn't like Nier? You didn't like Nier's great. How can you say you didn't like Nier?
I mean, I think she's talking about near the original.
Well, yeah, but they're both.
I've
both
never played
Nier,
the OG Nier.
both. See, I have opinions on OG Nier as well. You've opened Pandora's box.
Oh, no, she's talking about Automata. Got it. You're wrong. Sorry.
I liked both of them because they're both fantastic. Anyway, my opinions on Nier Original is I love the remake, but also the remake feels weird.
How so?
The combat is too good.
That makes sense.
Because in the original game, the combat is a lot more clunky because you're just like a dude whose main job description is running around hunting sheep, being like an occasional mailman. Like you're the world's most like. In the original game, you also it's Dad Nier, not Brother Nier, because it version differences. So it adds like a kind of patheticness to him where he's like a single dad doing like all the scrub jobs in the village for people, which when you're playing as Brother Nier, it's like, okay, yeah, he's like 14, so him doing various odd jobs, that's because he's a kid. When it's, you know, like a 40-year-old man doing that stuff, it's like, oh man, he's a fuck up, relatable. His marketable skills are killing things with a big sword. But he's also like kind of a fuck up at that too. So the combat, it feel like it's clunky and not very satisfying, but it kind of fits his character.
Mm-hmm.
And especially in the second half of the game, where you get access to really fucking big swords and gigantic spears and stuff, where it's
The best
and
kind.
the combat becomes a bit more detailed. So it's like, well, I don't know how to really describe it, but
it's fleshed out.
Yeah, not really fleshed out either because it's not good combat. But
Oh, okay.
There's a more of a sense of progression because you go from kind of awkwardly flailing around one sword to you're still awkwardly flailing around, but you're built like a brick shithouse, and that sword is the size of your torso, so you're gonna cleave through people no matter what. You fight like an angry berserker, which is what you are. Um, Near Replicant, the remake, they took a lot of cues from Automata's combat style, so you move really fluid, like you whip around the battlefield like a goddamn hot butter on a grill, and you just slice through enemies like they're nothing, which fits when you're playing as a, high-tech murder android, not so much when you're playing as a rage-driven 14-year-old.
He.
Like it feels more fun to play.
I
but it
really
also,
should pick up the remake at some point.
like it feels more fun to play, but it also it feels weird because it's fun, more fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair. All right. Well, it is 9 o'clock. So I'm going to call the stream here.
Okay.
Let's end with Raid.
For the VOD audience, comment below which is the best Xenoblade voiceover, the English ones or the incorrect ones.
Oh my god. Oh, well, to be fair, I did shit on the English voice actors. I have not heard the Japanese voice actors yet. They could be equally bad.
No, they're I haven't heard the Japanese ones. None of them are bad.
Okay.
Even the Japanese ones, they're probably their own brand of charming, but the English ones are very specifically charming.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and oh god, that's a threat Welsie just sent. You will tomorrow. I'll be at work and she's gonna be like, hey, look at me playing. Look. But all right.
I'll send.
Let's raid Spade, and I will see you all on Saturday, hopefully.
Farewell, audience.
Bye all.